While the NFL draft looms on the horizon, the building of the roster has already begun. The countdown to the new league year is on, and the first 12 hours of the legal tampering period saw the Jets bring plenty of noise.
It's really exciting. I mean, it's obviously something that we've been planning for really since early fall when we start watching these guys. And, our pro scouting staff does a great job of really knowing the players and how they're going to fit our team. So this is kind of the culmination of all that sort of stuff. I think I've described it before as kind of like our Super Bowl. It's not the Super Bowl, but, we hope it's kind of the first step in getting to that point.
Good to be Joe Douglas as well. Judy Batista with a little bit of money to spend, and much like in Jacksonville where they want to protect Trevor Lawrence here, number 2, Douglas wants to do the same for Zach Wilson.
What positions are the safest bets? And what price ranges are the safest bets? And then you could cross-check those two lists and find out what position and what price range are the safest bets.
Yeah, I mean, it is a pretty linear relationship between you get what you pay for on average. But yeah, as in terms of the volatility there, then yeah, that's a different discussion. But on average, you get what you paid for, but yeah.
Like you said, the relationship was linear, so you're getting more value per dollar as you go up, but I think it was more volatile at the top.
Yeah.
It's everything that we think about. Every meeting that we have, every player that we talk about, every decision that we make is driven by putting together a championship caliber roster.
That's more of an outlier than the guy with the toughness and the instincts and the high level intelligence.
Those guys find a way, to contribute somehow.
The Navy SEAL skill.
What's that?
The Navy SEAL skill.
Yeah. I mean, ideally they'd be all first-round picks, but that's tough on the team. That's tough on the team.
Productivity versus trust.
Yeah.
What was that?
The Navy SEALs, they judge, when they're trying to get guys to join their, to pick. There's there's productivity and there's trust. And so everybody wants high productivity with high trust. That's like the elite of the elite. But they found that the high productivity with low trust is a toxic leader. They ruin locker room. They ruin the team. So in our case, it would ruin the locker room. So a Navy SEAL would much prefer medium to low productivity of high trust than high productivity and low trust. And so it's just an interesting way to look at it. And then from a team standpoint, it's really what you see more and more works in the same regard. That's Navy SEALs are the greatest organization in the world, right? So.
All right, Dan, who's next for guards?
Lake and Tomlinson.
Lakin.
Big body guard, really strong hands. He can displace 3-tech, he can displace the nose tackle. He's athletic enough to fit in our scheme. Like you mentioned, he's really durable. He's available.
Next up's Jordan Whitehead.
He's active, he's productive in the run game. He's tough, instinctive, and physical. He's a good communicator in the back end as well. He's also a versatile player too. He's lined up in multiple spots.
Yeah, this is an impressive player. He's smart, he's tough, and he's versatile. And he's been in a really successful scheme under a good coordinator. And what I really like is this guy's physical urgency on tape, the way he delivers a blow, the way he comes off his spot with intent.
Next to corners, DJ Reed.
He's a system fit. He can play inside, he can play outside. He brings versatility and toughness. He brings a savvy. He got good ball skills.
Jake Martin.
The kind of way we would utilize this guy coming off the edge as like a second wave rusher. I love this guy, the way he uses his hands, his technique.
What you hear about him off the field, what type of guy he is, you really see that, come out through his play temperament when you watch them both run and pass.
Murph, we get to that second wave of free agency, how bad you want him?
Oh, sign me up.
Let's talk about one of our own. Ev, where you see Braxton fitting in this free agency group?
For me, he's a really important player, both for the progress he's made in our program and the plays he's made on Sunday. I love this guy's toughness, his reliability, his approach, both inside and outside the building. and his teammates really respect him. I think in terms of his offensive role, he brings us catch and run ability. He's versatile. He's a screen target, and he has this tremendous rapport with Zach. So I'd really like to see this guy back with us, just because I think he's established himself as a useful matchup piece and also a reliable member of the team and a positive locker room guy. So really excited about what this guy's done for us. I just hope we can get him back.
It's going to be huge in year 2 of this offense, and for Zach to just have that reliable piece back and just somebody that he's familiar with.
What are the Jets going to do, Mike? What's going on? What do you think Joe Douglas is up to right now? They got a ton of cap space. They got a kid who they need to protect. What are they doing? What do you think the plan is here?
First few hours of the NFL's free agent frenzy have been a very good few hours for the New York Jets as general manager Joe Douglas quickly accomplished 2 of his top offseason priorities. One was signing a free agent guard, as he did with Laken Tomlinson, and the other was re-signing one of his top free agents in receiver Braxton Berrios.
You know, we do a ton of research on these guys. We follow them obviously from when they came out in college. We stay up to date with them and research them and find out what we can during their entire pro career. And, you know, really finding out about the person is just as important as the evaluation on tape. All right, Dan, who's the next tight end?
CJ Uzomah.
I had CJ, excellent size and length at tight end. He's got good long speed, good hands as well.
Just watching this guy make plays, improvising with Burrow.
Anything we've been able to find out about this guy from a leadership or culture standpoint?
Guys like him in that locker room. I know that Carl played with him in the pros and college, and he had good things to say about him as well.
Tight end CJ Uzomah is on the move. Friend of the show, of course, headed to the Jets.
The Jets brought in 3 different players that I think are cornerstone guys that they exactly were what they wanted to pinpoint and did so at the right price.
All right, Dan, who's next for tight ends?
Tyler Conklin.
Good, solid player, smart, instinctive, got some quickness to him. Good hands. He was really productive in Minnesota.
Really like his catch radius and ability to adjust, catch the ball outside the frame.
Exciting type of, pass catcher coming off his most productive season.
Some nasty and some toughness as a blocker as well.
Nick, you think we'd be able to get 2 tight ends?
They're gonna have a market, but we could fit both in.
The tight end position, really across the league, but more specifically within this offense is having, one guy, but if we were able to somehow get 2 guys, this offense really thrives with that guy to be able to rely on.
But I'm telling you, there is a plan in place, and Joe Douglas is really being deliberate in who he is bringing in and how much they are paying and what types of people. Culture, culture, culture.
We feel like we've added guys that have been on teams that have won, that know what it looks like and can improve, kind of the experience in winning close games and continuing to move this culture to what we want it to look like moving forward.